When we think about emotions, we often imagine feelings happening in the mind. But emotions are also physical experiences happening throughout the body. A racing heart, a tight chest, a heavy stomach, sudden fatigue. Long before emotions become words, the body is already involved. When emotions happen, the nervous system automatically changes the body. Heart rate increases, breathing shifts, muscles tense, energy levels change. These reactions are part of the body's automatic response to emotion. But reacting emotionally and recognizing emotions are not always the same thing. A person may feel physically tense, restless, uncomfortable, or overwhelmed without immediately understanding why. Sometimes the body reacts before emotional awareness fully forms. The same body sensation can mean very different things depending on context. You could have a racing heart during exercise or during stress. The body signal may look similar, but the emotional meaning can be very different. Alexithymia refers to difficulty identifying, interpreting, or describing emotions. Importantly, this does not mean someone lacks emotions. In many cases, emotions may be very strong, but difficult to recognize clearly, organize internally, or put into words. Alexithymia is very common in autism. An autistic person may become emotionally overwhelmed before fully realizing what they are feeling. Stress may build quietly in the body long before conscious emotional awareness catches up. Alexithymia can make emotions difficult to describe clearly. Sometimes the internal experience feels intense or overwhelming, but difficult to translate into words. That's why responses like, "I don't know what I'm feeling," may reflect difficulty labeling or organizing emotions, not a lack of emotional experience. Sometimes the nervous system already feels tense, unsettled, overloaded, or distressed before the emotion itself becomes clear. A person may strongly feel that something is wrong internally, even when they cannot yet identify exactly what they are feeling. Some autistic individuals may process emotions on a delayed timeline. In the moment, feelings may seem physically intense, vague, or difficult to organize clearly. Only later, sometimes after the nervous system settles, does the emotional meaning become easier to understand. When emotional awareness is delayed, stress and overwhelm may continue building internally before the person fully recognizes what is happening. To other people, the reaction may seem sudden, but internally, the nervous system may have been struggling for much longer. Emotional awareness depends on many brain systems working together. These include the insula, which helps monitor internal body states. The ACC helps detect emotionally important changes, such as stress, discomfort, or rising emotional intensity. And prefrontal systems help organize, interpret, and label emotional experiences. Supporting alexithymia often begins with the body first. Sometimes physical signals become noticeable before emotions become fully clear. Tension, exhaustion, restlessness, shutdown, rising stress. Helping autistics recognize their own body sensations early can help support emotional awareness over time. A racing heart after exercise is usually expected and associated with health and something positive. But a racing heart during stress is more often associated with anxiety, fear, or overwhelm. The body signal itself may look very similar, but context helps the brain understand what that feeling actually means. Part of emotional awareness involves separating the body sensation from what caused it. Is the body hot because of temperature or because of anger? Is the discomfort anxiety or stomach illness? The body signal may be real and intense, while the emotional meaning still remains unclear. Emotional awareness does not always begin with precise emotion words. Sometimes it is easier to start with broader emotional categories first. Does the body feel calm or activated? Pleasant or unpleasant? Heavy or energized? Broad categories can sometimes feel easier to recognize than trying to identify one exact emotion immediately. Simple emotional check-ins can help build awareness before stress becomes overwhelming. What is my body doing right now? Is stress building? Do I need a pause, reset, quieter environment, or sensory break? The goal is not perfect emotional insight. It is noticing changes early enough to support regulation. Alexithymia does not mean emotions are absent in autism. Often, emotions are deeply felt, but may take longer to organize, recognize, or put into words. This is not a lack of emotional experience or self-awareness. It reflects differences in how emotional signals are processed and brought into awareness.